What to do if the Easter Bunny is a no-show? An employee at a bakery in Switzerland makes coronavirus-themed chocolate Easter bunnies. Stefan Rumoff / Getty Images. CBC Kids News. Published April 10th. It doesn't hurt to have a plan B. Is the Easter Bunny allowed to walk during the coronavirus pandemic? That's the question that some governments around the world are asking. Some people are still working. They are called essential workers. An essential worker is somebody whose work is considered so important during the coronavirus outbreak that they're still allowed to work even during a time of physical distancing. Is the Easter Bunny allowed to work during the coronavirus pandemic? That's the question that some governments around the world are asking. Some people are still working. They are called essential workers. An essential worker is somebody whose work is considered so important during the coronavirus outbreak that they are still allowed to work even during a time of physical distancing. Those are people like doctors, nurses, and grocery store clerks. Many kids are worried that the Easter Bunny won't come this year because of physical distancing. On Tuesday, Ontario Premier Doug Ford and Quebec Premier François Legault announced that the Easter Bunny would be considered an essential service worker. Ontario Premier Doug Ford signed a declaration that gives the Easter Bunny permission to deliver chocolates, except for in restricted and closed areas like playgrounds and parks. But just because the Easter Bunny is now allowed to work in some places, will our furry friend actually decide to put themselves at risk? Or will they stay safe and snug in their rabbit hole? Your parents likely have their own household rules to keep you safe at this time, so it's best to ask them if they're planning on letting the Easter Bunny in this year. In case the Easter Bunny doesn't make it to your house, here are 5 ways to still have a sweet Easter. 1. Have an Easter egg hunt. Although the Easter Bunny may not be paying visits this year, your friends can still pay you a virtual visit. Christopher Dolan / the Associated Press. Think you can do a better job than the Easter Bunny? Well, here's your chance to show off your hiding skills. Pick a room in your house and hide 5 objects. Bundles of socks, for example, in the most creative spots you can think of, in books, under couch cushions, or even under the family dog. Have a friend do the same thing and then call them in a video chat. Get your friend to start looking for your 5 objects. The person who can find the other objects in the fastest time wins. If you don't have an electronic device, you can just as easily do this with a sibling or parent living in your home. Sweeten the deal. In each sock bundle, slip in a piece of paper with a trivia question for your friend to answer and see who gets the most correct by the end of the hunt. 2. Make your windows wonderful. 1-year-old Charles Alexandre Landry looks out the painted window of his home in New Brunswick. Recently, kids around Canada have been decorating their windows, doors, and even rocks to spread hope during the COVID-19 pandemic. For Easter, it's a nice way to show support for essential service workers like the Easter Bunny and people passing by. For this activity, make sure you have permission from your parent or guardian. The directions for this activity are a little more open-ended, as long as you go big. Fill your windows with Easter-themed artwork. The larger and clearer your art, the more smiles you create. Sweeten the deal. Add a sign that says, "Honk if you're doing okay." That way, you'll know when someone sees your creations. 3. Looking at the sunny side up, even without eggs. Julie Andrews, who plays Maria in The Sound of Music, sings My Favorite Things to Gretel, Left, and Martha Von Trapp, 20th Century Fox. In one scene from the movie The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews' character Maria sings, "I simply remember my favorite things and then I don't feel so bad." The idea is that in tough times, it can be helpful to remember what you're grateful for and what brings you joy. Instead of hiding the goodies like the Easter Bunny, this activity will have you placing them in plain sight. On 10 slips of paper, write down 10 things in clear, large print that you are thankful for. These can be things like your mom's spaghetti, your cell phone, or even things you might take for granted, like fresh water. Next, tape these slips around your house. Fun spots include the top of the toilet seat and inside your fridge, and you'll be reminded what brings you joy for months to come. Sweeten the deal. Make it a daily practice. Start a 30-day gratitude journal by writing down one thing you're grateful for every morning. 4. Draw someone extraordinary. In trying times, it can be nice to remind the people you love what makes them special and that they have a tough shell. For this family activity, each family member will choose another person to draw an egg form. Start by drawing a large oval and then adding clothes, physical features, and other things that are characteristic of the person you're drawing. Finish by writing one thing that makes that person strong and extraordinary in your eyes. Sweeten the deal. Send a photo of your drawings to CBC Kids News at cbc.ca. We might even post them on our Instagram. 5. Stay home. The sweetest thing you can do this Easter? Keep on keeping on. In the wake of coronavirus, the best thing we can do to get things back to normal, including the Easter Bunny's tight schedule, is to remain diligent about our health and safety, and that means staying home and reminding our parents and friends to do the same. That's what some kids are doing, while still finding ways to celebrate their religious traditions. The end.